All right, guys, hadn't really had time to bring you much on this truck since it was completed, and it is officially completed. It has not hit the mud yet, but we have done a couple little test rips, which you saw on our YouTube shorts. Davis Off-Road got this one done, and to no surprise, it should be a huge competitor. Only thing we got to do is put the splash shield under the hood and the actual hood back on. A lot of people hide underneath the hood. Don't mind showing you guys. It's a very large big block, 638 to be exact. Nitrous on a fogger system. And this truck was fit in kind of in between projects and jobs, so it did take a little while. I've been down out of a mud truck for the last 3 years roughly, while this one was being built. This truck, what is the differences between this and the last square body? If you follow us, you've seen the square body that I crashed. Actually, my cousin crashed it, my truck, and I darn near crashed it, and then the run afterwards he did. So it went to its grave. Unfortunately, it was not rebuildable. We did salvage like 3 parts off of it, but the rest of the stuff on this truck was all custom tuned shocks that are new. Chassis work, that's all new. 4-link work, that's all new. 2.5 ton axles. Did salvage the steering ram. Limited straps. They put a little hoop on it. I guess they think I've gotten a little older since the last truck, so I got to have a little help climbing in. Battery box is a toolbox to keep all the mud off of it with some quick connect jumps where we keep it charged. 16 volts. Rear tow out device, you can see the quality of the work in the welds. All that was done by hand, not a machine. Rear sway bar system. Fuel cell. All the fuel lines, fuel fittings were done in-house at Davis Off-Road. Adjustable shock mount, so if I want to run this truck up higher, I can run it a ton higher. And we may set it up higher for some shows. Matter of fact, we're getting ready to take it out to one today. Setting up at a church just for display, but if we want to carry it up and put it on some of our monster truck tires, we have a ton of adjustment. The shocks are all the way down. The drive line is basically completely straight. A whole lot of work went in underneath this truck, and you can see all the mounts, the supports, the gussets. That is the same transfer case, which it took me a while to get my right gear ratio dialed in. Sitting on 44 Balgers currently. And the main thing was the inside. Brian had me fitted several times in here sitting to make sure the seat was comfortable. This was actually the first truck from complete scratch, I guess you would call it, as far as the fitting of the interior. So I'll sit a lot more comfortable in this truck. Shifter's right there at my comfortable spot, but we went ahead with air shift. Of course, it is nitrous. There's your nitrous contraption. As you can see, all the lines inside were also built at Davis Off-Road. Cutoff switches, kill switches, battery switches everywhere for safety, as well as all the electronics are up high so they won't get wet or muddy, because we do have a tendency to go to some of our property and have a little fun, and we have taken some trucks underwater before, so it shouldn't happen on this one. Everything's pretty high. If it gets there, you're in trouble. Throttle pedal with the keeper on there, keep my foot on it. Brake pedals spread across so you don't get your foot too close on those. And for when this truck gets competitive and people start searching, just like my last truck, this is a full glass, windows, windshield truck. Still has roll-up windows. So if you happen to get beat by this truck, it's probably twice your weight, so it's your own fault. Thanks to Brian and Daniel and all the other help along the way getting this truck complete. It has turned out great. I'm really looking forward to letting her rip here very soon. Davis Drives on YouTube, Davis Off-Road in Richmond, Virginia. Check them out. and watch for this monster very soon.